at all times. Any unattended baggage will be removed and may be destroyed by security services.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dad Rail live stream on the Portsmouth Direct line. We will be starting in approximately 9.5 minutes time. 8.5 minutes time, something like that. 8:30.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dad Rail stream. We're going to be starting more or less on time in around about 5 minutes.
Always try to carry water Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes. This is a safety announcement. It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard or rollerblade within the station building.
Hello everybody, how are we doing? Can you all hear me? Hopefully you can. 31 of you lovely people in tonight, you are very, very welcome to this live stream on the Portsmouth Direct line. We're going to be driving the Class 444 Armstrong Powerhouse Enhanced Class 444 from Waterloo down to Portsmouth. I've had a little play on this route, a little play on this train, so we shouldn't get any dramas. It should be able to get it moving and that sort of thing. Great to see so many of you people in tonight. Liam Gibson, Edward Evans, Pep EMU fan, Sebastian Peters, 156 Andrew, Ray Gunn, Laserjet, just to mention a few. You're all very, very welcome. Great to have you here. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and do consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And as always, before we jump into the video, all the opinions expressed within this video are solely my own, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah, and all of that good stuff. We're going to have all the usual features tonight as well, guys. We're going to be playing Locomotive Location Livery.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location. And
we've got two pictures tonight. Our first one is from Trainspotting Devon and UK, that's Laserjet. And British Trainspotter 313 has provided our second picture. We're also going to be jumping in and out of the Discord server as usual. if you want to post in a Discord server or in the live stream pictures page, and there is a invitation link in the description below. So without further ado, let's jump into the game and see what happens tonight. So I have opened Train Sim in, let's put some game audio on. I have opened Train Sim in 64-bit because I keep forgetting to do that and it keeps crashing. So fingers crossed we are going to be all good. So what I've done is I've taken the default scenarios and I've swapped out the train for the Armstrong Powerhouse 444 rather than the one that comes with it as standard. Thank you very much to Northern Princess Productions for pointing me in the right direction for that earlier. That was really useful. So I shall jump in, get started, and then see if we can't answer some of your questions in the chat. So part 1 takes us as far as Haslemere, and then part 2 Haslemere to Portsmouth Harbour. Fingers crossed this is going to work. I did test it earlier and it was all good. Southeast Train Spotter, Desiro, what services will you be doing now the SITTs are over? Yeah, I thought that was completely ironic. We were going out last week in the nice hot sunny weather, de-icing. I did joke we were kind of trying to find out how long the fluid stayed down before evaporating. And then today, where it's been snowing, it's the end of the contract, so there's been no de-icers running. As for me, I'll be allocated onto stone trains, whatever else they need me to do, basically. A bit of route learning, hopefully. So, yeah, I shall still be out and about working. Okie dokie. Good morning, driver. Welcome to the Portsmouth Direct line. In part 1, you will be at the controls of this class 444 on a full-length service of the route from London Waterloo to Portsmouth Harbour, going as far as Haslemere. Before this section of the service concludes, please allow passengers to board here before departing. Okay, so let's see if I can get this working. So key on, into neutral.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Love the sound effects on the Mark IV TPWS. And we got working TMS, so we're going to acknowledge our config. And that looks good to me. Right, GSMR radio is firing up. I am going to open the doors while it is doing all that and make sure we set some headlights as well. Day running. There we go, and we'll do our destination board as well. It's very quiet at Waterloo. It's quite unusual. Oh no, there's trains coming in now. So passengers are boarding. Let's get the GSMR radio set up. So I don't think it gave us a head code, did it? No. Well, we're going to Portsmouth, so we'll make one up. We'll be 1 Papa 01 because we're boring like that. And we are stood at signal number 25. So you always need 3 digits for your signal number, so it'd be 025. 25. Enter. I still have a video coming out about the GSMR. That will be coming, I promise. Small chopper, remember to enable the vigilance with Control and D. Vigilance is active. There we go. Right, so that is done. We can set our destination up as well. We are a Portsmouth Fast. Scrolling through all of them. Portsmouth Harbour Fast. There we go. Right, so the more eagle-eyed amongst you, as I said earlier, I've replaced the default train with the AP train, but you have to replace each carriage individually, and because I'm a little bit lazy and I was tight for time, I've only actually replaced the leading coach that I'm driving from. So the rest of the coaches in the formation are standard as it comes coaches, but the one we're driving from is the enhanced one. Right, we have got a green and we have got a MW, which is the main fast. I trust that's doors making that noise. There we go. Right, so DR8 is off. Confirming our signal is off. If you can't see the signal from the cab, then you can always jump out the door and have a look. If you still can't see it, then you can contact the signalman just to make sure it's definitely in the off position. Right, we are into forward. And if I've done this right, it should work. Well, hey, 15 miles an hour leaving Waterloo. The mighty whoosh. We have one Papa 00 on the Great Northern, which is always hilarious. The sounds in this are pretty quiet, the in-cab sounds, so do let me know if you want them up, guys. They do sound really quiet to me as well. Yeah, DJ Ryan James, the scenarios that come with the AP train are far more realistic, but I needed quite a few more add-ons to get them to work, so that's why I've just gone with the standard sort of scenarios that come with the route. Right, so we'll do a running brake test. Just put the brakes on, check they're working correctly. That's my excuse for speeding anyway. And we are good for 50. So our first stop is Woking. I do actually sign sections of this route, mainly from Byfleet and Newhall to Woking. So I've got a very tiny bit of route knowledge on this section, on this route even. Uh, 156 Andrew. We are calling at Woking, Guildford, then Haslemere, and then it'll be on to part 2, which I'm not sure where that stops. We're 12 cars as well, so it's taking me a long time to clear these speeds. And we're good for 50. Let's rock and roll. Sebastian Peters, I've been driving South Western Railway trains all day today, and it was stressful. Where have you been driving today, Sebastian? Zale D, yeah, I can put the game sounds up a bit for you, bud. That's no problem at all. If I sound the horn, though, it's sort of probably pretty loud, but I'll knock them up a little bit. This train does seem to be really quiet on here, to be fair. But as soon as we go into an external view, it sort of seems quite reasonable. But yeah, I'll put them up a bit all the same. Let me know how that is for you. Yeah, loud and clear, Dad Row, everything is crystal clear. Pig and Bob, good evening, welcome to the stream. We are coming into Vauxhall. So we jump outside, see the MI5 building, which of course doesn't exist. Everyone knows it's there. They know we know it's there. DJ Ryan James, really enjoy your videos about what it's really like to work on the railways. You confirm my worries about being a train driver. I realise the older I've got, I'd prefer to be a train manager. Ah, fair enough, bud. Fair enough. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Andy C, does it not feel a bit claustrophobic having such a narrow window, field of view to look out of? Yeah, I mean, I used to drive, when I was with South Eastern, I used to drive, we're good for 60, I used to drive 375s and 377s on contract for Southern. And of course, they're the same. You've got the corridor connection down the middle, so you've got a very limited field of vision. And it didn't bother me in the slightest until I started driving Class 66s, which have obviously got a lovely big windscreen and amazing visibility. And then you sort of kind of realise just how restricted your view is on these. But on the flip side of that, having the narrow windscreen tends to focus your attention on what's going on ahead of you, whereas where you've got the whole windscreen, your eyes can wander a little bit more, especially in the summertime, if you know what I mean. Lots of people having barbecues in their back garden whilst you're at work. MXSN16 just come out of Waterloo on a 159. Lovely bit of rolling stock. Queenstown Road. Funny story about Queenstown Road. I was on a ballast job there a couple of years ago now, and I remember having a conversation with one of our shunters, and we were talking about COVID, and this is before it kicked off. I think it was about January, February time of the year it sort of kicked off, and he was going, "Oh, what do you think of this COVID then?" And I remember turning around to him and saying, "Yeah, I think they've managed to contain it in China. I think we're going to be all right. I don't think it's going to come to anything scaremongering." I think I might have been a little bit wrong on that one. Yeah, the 700 DJ Ryan, they've got absolutely lovely visibility on those. Uh, 50 coming up through Clapham. Frame rate's not looking too good today on this. Hopefully it's not too jumpy though. Oh, I'm speeding. Let's get rid of that quickly. So I sign Clapham Junction. I sign the Windsor side, which are those lines over to the right, and I sign the southern side of the lines over to the left. But I don't sign this bit through the middle. It's on my to learn list. Edward Evans, I really appreciate your content, Deborah. It's really helpful in helping me to decide whether being a driver is the right thing for me or not. It's really appreciated, and I plan to take an apprenticeship. Good on you, bud. Really pleased that you've found the content useful. Right, we are good for 75. Matt Tan, you've been out in the 69s again lately. Yeah, I took 003 to Southampton the other day. I took 002 to Southampton and failed just outside Basingstoke and had to get rescued. Then a couple of days later I took 003 down and that performed admirably. We had a really good run down in that. Went down empty, come back loaded, and she was good as gold. 156 Andrews, I've seen the 442s and I've ridden on many 442s. It's a shame they're not going to be around. Well, they're already gone, aren't they? Which is a shame. Lovely pieces of traction. Yeah, Matt, I wonder what livery 0069 005 is going to come out in. I keep trying to find out, but no one's telling me anything. A lot of you in tonight. I'm trying to keep up with the chat and drive. Where are we? William Andres, I'm good, thank you. How are you? So we'll get through Wimbledon, guys, and then we'll play our first round of Locomotive Location Livery. If you've not seen this game before, then you'll get the hang of it as we go along. Yeah, good, thank you, William. Very good. Yeah, you got Staff Hawk there at Wimbledon. Not sure if that's still used or not. There's quite a few Staff Hawks about, but I don't think they're particularly well used anymore. Matthew, if you like seeing trains running but not driving them, I would suggest maybe something on the platform. Or signaller, if you can get kind of a local signal box, like a line-side signal box, rather than... I mean, if you're sort of in one of the big control centres, you're not really going to see trains. But if you're sort of in a small signal box line side, then you're going to see a lot of trains going past. So that'd be maybe a good option. Or even track worker doing the track maintenance and stuff. So there is Wimbledon. I sign the line right over to the left-hand side, which is part of a line called the Wall of Death, or the Sutton Loop, as it's officially known. So yeah, the lines on the left, I sign those.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Yeah, if you go around to the left there, it's 20 mile an hour around that corner. Takes you down to Wimbledon Chase, South Merton, Morden South, St Helier, Sutton Common, West Sutton and Sutton. Known affectionately locally as the Wall of Death. Zale D, yeah, you should do a 455 run on this route. Yeah, it's my first time playing on this route. My first time playing it properly. I've driven as far as Guildford. I haven't driven past Guildford on this. Okay, we've got numbers coming in. 156 Andrew, you're the third one on my screen with number 5. Let's play.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
What is behind box number 5? That's not a bad one to start on, guys. Can we get a few guesses in from that? So this picture of number 1 game today, the picture is provided by Trainspotting Devon and UK, aka Laserjet, who I believe is in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on that one. So I'm not sure on any of the station names, and annoyingly, Train Sim doesn't tell you the ones you're not stopping at on the heads-up display, which is pretty annoying. So if you know what the stations are, guys, then shout them out, please. $15600 Pendolino Sim Model Trains 395. Zeldy Smogglers Pendolino. Locomotive is a Pendolino, says Max's Journeys. Edward Evans Grand Central. Rafe the Trainspotter, hello, welcome to the stream, bud. Laserjet is in the chat. Has to be a Pendo 390. Daniel's Trains 800 GWR at Tiverton. Seem very sure about that one, but that's very specific. Right, we're good for 80. Let's get some speed in. Sebastian HST. Exeter Davids. Max Journeys, models and more. Where would be a good place to train spot on the Cathcart Circle? That's not my area of expertise at all, bud. There might be someone in the chat who can advise you on that, but yeah, that's definitely way out of my area. Mark Buffton also thinks it's a Pendolino. We'll jump over into the Discord as well, guys, see what you a lot are posting over there. The station cat at Brockley. Superb. We're getting myself and Mum Rail, Danny, having cats arriving next week, which should be interesting. I think next week, the week after, we've got 2 kittens. Yeah, I've kind of been saying no for many years to getting any animals, but now we've moved house, I've got no reason to say no anymore. So we have 2 kittens arriving. They'll probably be walking all over my keyboard and getting in the way of the stream, but that, you never know. So I think the station we're going through now is Surbiton. Harry Potter was filmed at Surbiton, the scene in the waiting room. I'm not sure which Harry Potter movie it was, I can't remember, but yeah, one of them was filmed at Surbiton. Looks like my old cat. Right, let's get it going. We're good for 90. I should be learning all the speeds and stations because this bit of route is on my my to learn list. If anyone from AP is watching, or that is associated with AP, one of the things that, I mean, I don't know the sort of technicalities or how easy it would be to do, like a tree enhancement pack, just to kind of clear up some of the tree textures and add a bit more variety and colour would be awesome. I mean, I don't know if that's kind of a really big task that needs to be done on a route by route basis, or whether there's like default textures that can be changed or anything, but yeah, something like that would be pretty cool. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Nationwide, why do some locos have little blue stars at the front? That is all to do with a multiple working. So, as I've said before, and I think we've spoken about it before in the chat, you can have 2 locomotives coupled together and they can be working in multiple, so they'll both be powering, they'll both be, I mean, brakes will work anyway, but they'll both be powering, so you can control both locomotives from the front cab. And the Blue Star connector is basically an air connector that goes between the 2 locos, and you use air pressure to control the throttle on the back locomotive. So that's, yeah, that's basically telling you that it's Blue Star compatible. Most modern locomotives, class 66, 67, 69, they use multiple working jumpers, so you have a physical electrical connection. But yeah, you can still use Blue Star air connector. There you go, Riley. Tones. DJ Ryan James, thoughts on open access operation? I think open access is good, and I would like to see a lot more open access. I think open access does create genuine competition within the marketplace, but the franchising model doesn't necessarily allow for open access to be competitive, because there's simply not enough pathways in there. I think you'd be better off having like the West Coast Main Line, rather than having sort of one franchise holder that does fast trains, one that does stopping trains. I'd rather see sort of several open access operators on there competing. You know, so if you had sort of different companies offering like, you know, like Lumo, for example, if they could operate sort of 1 or 2 trains an hour, and then another company does 1 or 2 trains an hour, it would sort of give you real competition, rather than sort of having the franchise model. But then the franchise model has its advantages as well. You know, generally speaking, you sort of turn up, buy a ticket, get on any train, which works well. But yeah, no, I do really support open access. Edward Evans, Dad Rail, is your area all across the southeast? Fingers crossed when I become a train driver, I will either work out of Hunslet, Stones trains to the Dales, or Petersfield, or Wakefield. Yeah, if you jump into the Discord server, Edward, there should be a link in the description below. And in the Dad Rail diary section on there, there is a map of all the routes that I sign. There's a couple that have been omitted, but yeah, my route knowledge is sort of quite a lot of Kent, nearly all of Sussex, some bits around North London, Willesden, around there, and then I signed the South Western Main Line down to Southampton. Not this bit of it though. I signed from Byfleet and Newhall, because we go around the back via Staines. Yeah, still got a few more routes to learn and stuff. Some of our guys sign Rugby, Peterborough. We have a group of chaps that sign the Channel Tunnel Rail link as well through to Calais, so we have worked through there. Yes, it's good variety. So we are coming round into Weybridge. I know this station. So I'm nearly at a bit that I sign. I nearly know where I am. So 61 of you lovely people in tonight. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be absolutely awesome. And I tell you what, guys.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's have another go at that, shall we? Uh, 156 Andrews, Southampton. Yes, you've got Southampton Maritime Terminal, so they have a lot of intermodal traffic down there. But you'll also see GBRF down there. You'll also see DB Cargo. Occasionally DC Rail services going through there as well. I think DC Rail have got a terminal at St Denis that they go into. So we are going through West... No, we're not. Byfleet and Newhall. So I signed this bit of line down to Woking, so no excuses.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Right, 156 Andrew, you are in with number 8. I think you were in last time as well. Let's go with that, number 8. Any ideas at all on that, guys? Has that helped you? Has that helped you? Are we still thinking that's a Pendolino? Lots of people, lots of love for 390 Pendolinos earlier on. Coming down to West Byfleet, we normally always, this car park on the left hand side, there's normally always a couple of guys in there with cameras. Always give them a friendly toot and a wave as we go past. And I'm going to shut off the power now, start coasting as we are coming down towards Woking. Zale D says it's an 800. Edward Evans says it's a 395. Sim Model Trains 802. Pig and Bob 800. William Andress GWR IET in NHS livery at Tiverton Parkway. GWR 800 at Swindon, says Hayden. Officially Charles, hello. 156 Andrew says Tiverton Parkway. You'll have to wait and see, guys. It always amazes me how you can sort of, you know, slight bit of a picture. There's always people in the stream that'll get it. Right, 2 yellows. Let's get that speed down. So at the moment, our red is just before Woking. So we've got a big lump of brake in there. Get that speed off. TJ Ryan, you can ask as many questions as you want, bud. Is tea and biscuits a thing? It's a thing that we say. Tea and biscuits normally means an uncomfortable chat with your manager. Right, the crossover is 40 mile an hour. That is a position 1 route indicator. But our next signal is red. We need to assume our next signal is red because we've got 1 yellow. It looks like our next signal is actually green. It is, yeah, because we're going through the crossover there, over to the right, over to the left, sorry, so our next signal is green. We are a 12-car train when we get to Woking. Dad Rail, are you on Facebook? Got pictures of the railway and Spink Hill Tunnel, where I live if you're interested in seeing them. Yeah, absolutely. I'm on lots of social media channels. I shall pop them on the screen for you now. I'm also running out of pictures for Locomotive location livery, guys. So if you want to post anything for those, send them to me on social media or ping them over to me on Discord. That would be excellent. So that is green. We are 12 cars heading for the 12-car mark. Two yellows. There's your 6 and 8. Brakes on this don't seem all that good, but they're not too bad. So you had a 6 and 8 car mark, but there's no 12 car mark. So what you do is just stop at the end of the platform in that case, and open the doors. So all stopped. Brakes on, into neutral, personal preference. I can never remember the keyboard command. Get the doors open. Let's jump into the Discord server, guys. See what you guys have been posting. I can't speak today. Oh, look at that for a mix-up. Joshua R. Slough. DC Rail Freight. And the Euro Phoenix 37s. Lovely. Right, that was 2 on the bell. All South Western Railway services are still operated with a conductor. Which is... oh, would it be controversial for me to say that's the way it should be? Right, 2 yellows. We are 40 round the corner. We should get a position 1 route indicator on the next. Yeah, of course, Riley. I'm 10 coaches long, aren't I? Because 444s are only 5-car units. My apologies. I'm so used to driving 4-car units. That's the problem. Mark Hazeldine. Hi, Richard. I see you're on my local line today. How do you like the AP 444 pack? Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I think the sounds on it are a little bit quiet, if I'm being honest. I mean, maybe that is prototypical. I know sort of units do tend to be very quiet, so... yeah, no, definitely enjoying it. Right, so my last signal was 1 yellow, so I do need to assume the next one's going to be red. Yeah, Grenfell, I was just saying about that. Yeah, 444s are 5-car units, aren't they? Not 4-car units, so... yeah, most definitely. Yeah, William, thank you very much for joining us. Much appreciated, bud. Have a good evening yourself. So we are red ahead. No, we're not. We are green. Let's go. Good for 90. Next station stop will be Guildford in 5.33 miles. DJ Ryan James, I live at the bottom of the Licky Incline. I only just turned around in the station car park to see a 37 waiting in Broomsgrove Station. Had to get it on video going up the incline in full power. Very nice. Proper fresh. GJ Barnard sent you an image via Facebook for LLL 14th February. Yeah, I've still got a few GJ to use, but I'm running quite low on them, so I like to keep a bit of a stock. Oh, that's good to know, guys. Yeah, I mean, they are... it's the same with the 375s, 377s that I used to drive. They were very quiet in the cab. Good evening, Daniel. Yeah, we're all good, thank you. Mum Rail is taking a shower at the moment. And then she's going to be watching Killing Eve. She's got into that just lately. Oh, sorry to hear your mum hasn't been well, Daniel. I hope she's feeling better soon, bud. Fraser Cottrell, Deborah, hi, how are you today? Yeah, good, thanks, Fraser. Right, let's keep a little bit of power in. Sim at model trains. If you pass a double yellow signal and you knew that the red signal relating to the double yellow signal was at the end of the platform you were going to be stopping at, would you just drive normally? No. If you're stopping for a signal rather than stopping for a platform, you would... The thing is with stopping at a platform, if you overshoot a platform, it's not such a big deal. If you overshoot a signal, it is. So most companies will have written into their company driving policy. At the AWS magnet, you need to be doing a maximum speed of like 20 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. So you need to make sure you're within that. You know, there is a chance as well, low adhesion, you could come in and it could start sliding and you go past the red. So no, you'd always be stopping for the red, not the station. The station would become secondary. The red would be more important than the station, if that makes sense. Hey Bombardier, why not use Siemens DSD alarm? At least it isn't a hustle alarm. Oh dear, oh dear. So, 64 of you lovely people in tonight. Great to have you here. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be absolutely awesome. Still aiming for that magic 10,000 subscribers. It doesn't seem to be happening at the moment. Just kind of stuck on a bit of a plateau. Doesn't want to budge. Also, I can announce as well, and I am going to be putting this out officially to all my Patreons and supporters, if you are in tonight. I know we've got a few nationwide and a few others in tonight. There will be a supporter-only live stream on Sunday evening. I'm going to try and do that quite early, so I'm looking at 8 o'clock. But I will announce the exact time in due course. If you want to find out more about that, guys, you can do over on my Patreon page. And as always, big thank you to all of my supporters. Laserjet, what's better? Class 66 Flash or Class 37? It's got to be Class 37. A tractor or a Ying box? Come on, it's got to be a 37. No competition. Keith Jones, I don't think I've actually come across any in the time I've been driving. Black signals. Right, coming into Guildford, we got a 50. Should get a platform indicator there. Platform 4. So the line coming in from our left goes round to Leatherhead, then Epsom. Leatherhead and Epsom I do actually sign. Not on this bit of route, but Leatherhead, Sutton, and then down to Horsham on the Mole Valley line. So we are a 10-car train looking for the 10-car mark. I better get some brakes in, otherwise we're going to be overshooting. So there's our 5 and 6 car mark. 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 10 right at the end of the platform there. And releasing the brakes for the stop. You want to try and stop on a rising brake with as little in the cylinders as you can. Makes it nice and comfortable for the passengers. So brakes on, into neutral, and open the doors. GJ Barnard, Dad Rail, would you like to drive older diesels like a Class 25? I would love to drive older diesels. My depot did have Class 20s for a while, but they went back. I missed those, unfortunately. I do get to drive the Class 73s, which is nice. Which is sort of more of an older locomotive, diesel electric, which are really nice to drive. Mark Hazeldine, this is the... I'll get the name of the scenario up for you when I... Yeah, it doesn't give you the name on there because it's one I've custom made, but it is a direct copy of another one. I've just custom made it to get the AP pack into it. Right, green, off we go. 25. So being that we're only going up to 25, I'm only going to take... Why we're not moving? What have I done wrong? We got power now? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Neutral, forward. There we go. Yeah, I'm only going to take about 50% power because we're only going up to 25. ZLD, what has better thrash, 66 or 69? Same engine, bud, to be perfectly honest with you. The 69s drive very nicely, but they're just not particularly comfortable. Hey, British Ace, welcome to the stream. How you doing, bud? So we are 10 cars to clear, up to 60. I've walked through this tunnel. I was doing a ballast job, and my train was between the two tunnels coming up. And yeah, when it was time for me to leave site, I had to walk back to Guildford Station through this tunnel, which wasn't a pleasant experience, if I'm being honest. Yeah, see, this is what I mean about realism and the sounds. We're in a tunnel. Tunnels are noisy. You know, the sound level in a tunnel is always different to being not in a tunnel because you're closer to the wall and stuff. So yeah, that is very unrealistically quiet at the moment. Jordan Trains, what is better, an HST or a 158? Ooh. Now you're asking. Now you're asking. Oh, it's got for thrash. It's got to be a 158, isn't it? An HST, surely. Yeah, I'm good, Joe. Thanks very much. Rafe, Richard, did the drivers blowing their horns at you when you go through the tunnel? No, Rafe, it was during engineering work, so the line was completely closed. The line was closed, the power's turned off. So no, there was no other trains moving. So go across the junction there. That line there is the North Downs or Surrey Hills. That'll join back up at Red Hill with the Brighton Main Line. That is on my list of routes to learn as well. So we're off to Haslemere, which is in 11 miles' time. So we've got a little bit of time. Let's play.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Yeah, DJ Ryan, you're right about the third rail. Even when we go into possession sites and the third rail's completely dead, everything's isolated, turned off. They put what they call earthing straps on the third rail, so it can't be energised. If it's energised, it'll just instantly trip the breakers. So it is completely safe, but you know, as part of our training, we get told, doesn't matter, and a trainer once said this to me, he said, doesn't matter if that thing's at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, you still treat it as live. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, even in a possession where I know it's completely safe, I still don't touch it. The 156 Andrew, you have got this off to a T. You are the third one in with number 10, but Edward Evans You've also got number 10, so we're going to go with number 10.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
This should give you a bit more to go on. Oh, there's a 70 coming up. I didn't need to tell you that. I could have got away with that because you're not looking at the game screen. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Jordan Trains, Desiro, what company would you recommend me to work as a conductor for? Not really entirely sure, Jordan. I think the whole conductor grade is very, very much up in the air at the moment. There's a big... I mean, I don't support it personally, but there's a big push for DOO and stuff like that. So, yeah, try and sort of find a company where conductors are not going anywhere anytime soon. Maybe some of the sort of more long-distance operators where they have train managers as opposed to conductors. So you're sort of more like a customer service host role. Yeah, but yeah, not too sure on that one, bud. Yeah, 156 Andrew, hat-trick. Let's get some break in for that 60. $800 at Totnes, GWR class 800. Mark Vogel, that looks like a Javelin, Southeastern. Hey, Josh Brown, pass your PTS, well done, bud. I remember in the last stream you were saying about that. Congratulations. IET, Tiverton Parkway, says 156 Andrew. Riley, 74 watching, it says to me. Oh, I got 75 on my screen, which is brilliant. 75 of you lovely people watching. So if you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be awesome. This is my stop. We're going back up to 80 in a second. We're good for 75 now, so I can open that up. Yeah, so I've not driven this bit of the route. I don't even think I've been down here as a passenger. Does this go through, is it Whitley or Whitney or something like that in a minute? Because I know I've done a ballast job at Whitley or Haslemere. Is Haslemere down here? King Rat, couple of times worked in the Severn Tunnel on a relay. Not a pleasant experience with the road rail machines and engineering trains with the exhaust streams. No, definitely not. When we do ballast jobs inside tunnels, it's not particularly pleasant at all. The worst bit about it is you don't get a signal on your iPad for watching Netflix. Oh, dear oh dear. Robert Lilly, welcome to the stream. Very good evening to you as well. Whitley should do. Haslemere is also there, Richard. Yeah, it does go through Whitley. Brilliant, yeah. Been to both of those. Whitney is in Oxfordshire. Wasn't Whitney the constabulary of David Cameron when he was an MP? That was David Cameron's constabulary. Oh, bit of disappearing there on the side. Cab's disappearing. It's clipping out. Riley, every time I type Richard, I can hear Hyacinth Bouquet. Not Bucket, Riley. Bouquet. Richard! Richard! Good morning, Mrs. Bucket. Bouquet. Classic. The old ones are the best. There's another train. Is that 450 or 455? 444, 455, 4444. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, constabulary, that's one. Constituency. I knew what I meant. I'll be honest with you guys, I was on Free Yankee 90 last night, and I had a really, really good run. Got a bit of time out, and we were running about an hour early. And everything was looking hunky-dory, and we got to Redhill, and all we had to do was go back to Tunbridge, and we were, must have been about, I think we were about 50 minutes up, 50 minutes an hour up, So yes, back to Tunbridge, shut the train down, drive home, job done, in bed for about 4 o'clock in the morning. What I didn't bank on was there being a possession on the line between Tunbridge and Radio. So I got to Radio early and had to sit there and wait for time for this possession to come off. Whistleboard. Technically, whistleboards are low tone only. If you go by the rule book, so you're only supposed to sound your low tone horn. And the times on whistleboards are from 6 o'clock in the morning until midnight. Used to be 7 till 2300, but they changed it 0600 till midnight, and it is supposed to be low tone only. Although most drivers will sound both tones. Mark Vogel, have you ever drove a US route for this? I'd love to see that. Yeah, I did have a go on Train Sim World at Sherman Hill. Was it Sherman Hill or Sandpat? It was Sherman Hill, yeah. Yeah, I don't play much of the American stuff, to be honest with you, but yeah, I probably should do a bit more. That's Sebastian. I never got into Friends, really. I've never really sort of sat down and watched it, if I'm being honest with you. I have seen clips of it, though. Right, Haslemere is 2.4 miles away. We're going uphill quite steep. Keep the power in. Shall we have a look in Discord? Luke Govers, 313, coming out of Lewis there. Yeah, won't be seeing those for much longer, which is a shame. We've got the 313s will be going from the Southern Network, and also the 450s. Yeah, it is 450s, isn't it? Crikey. Yeah, I haven't had much sleep. I was up early after my night shift this morning. Yeah. Which is a shame. It's a shame. So we are coming up to Haslemere, guys. I reckon we can get one more round of Locomotive location livery.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive livery location.
So we're 1.2 miles out. I've just shut the power off, so I'm letting the gradient slow us down. We're not due until 8:46. We've got a little bit of time as well. Yeah, to be honest with you, Edward, most of the GBRF staff are pretty good. Edward Evans, number 12, 15600. You missed out that time, bud. Edward Evans, number 12. Let's play.
Let's play Locomotive livery location.
And reveal box number 12, guys. Any ideas on that? We will do a reveal in a minute on this, because I think quite a few people have got it. I think you can all get it from that one. Yeah, see that shutting off, just letting the train take the strain, letting the gradient bring us in there. Little bit of brake just to bring it home. Driving in an environmentally friendly way. And we are a 10-car train heading for the 10-car mark. Mark Buffton, definitely an 800. Johnny Simulator Gaming, GWR 800 Tiverton Parkway. 6 and 8-car mark, 10 and 12 at the end of the platform. Oh, come on, don't overshoot. That's it. Oh, we're a little bit late, but nothing too bad. It is South Western Railway after all. Open the doors. Riley, are there mandatory whistleblows that you must sound the horn at regardless of time? Not that I'm aware of, Riley, but it's quite possible that some routes may have a local instruction to that effect, but not on any of the routes that I drive over, there isn't, no. So, guys, I think quite a lot of you have got this. In actual fact, Locomotive location livery.
Let's play Locomotive livery location.
Dan's Trains, you actually got this, like, straight away, which is fantastic. And that is an 802 at Tiverton Parkway. So well done to absolutely everybody that got that. Quite a few of you got that in the end. So yeah, congratulations to you all. And thank you to LaserJet for sending that one in. Absolutely superb. So I'm going to press the reset button. I'm going to press game number 2. And there we are. Scenario complete. Let's load up part 2 and have another go. There we go. Main menu. Okay. Oh, should have just gone where I was, shouldn't I? Is it in career or standard? There we go. Yeah, it's someone was asking earlier what the scenario was. It's this one here. 1 Papa 17 at 8 o'clock London Waterloo to Portsmouth. You got part 1 and part 2, and all I've done is I've changed the default train in the editor over to the Armstrong Powerhouse 444. So let's load up part 2, press start, and have a go. Mark Hazelden, have you tried the Dovetail Game 700 yet? Out of the box is awful. The ATS free patch improves it a lot. The EP is even better. A really nice unit for the game with a patch. Yeah, I've played quite a lot on the 700 Mark. I've done a couple of streams with that. Yeah, the ATS free patch certainly made it better. I haven't got the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack for that yet, but that is on my list of packs to get, most definitely. So there we go. Right, we've got a green signal. I've got to set it all up again, haven't I? Which is really irritating. Depart when you are ready, driver.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Day running. Acknowledge config. Destination. Scrolling. London Waterloo via everywhere. Portsmouth Harbour fast. There we go. Portsmouth Harbour. And we'll set our GSMR up. We'll be 1 Papa 00. We'll be 1 Poo this time. And we're on signal Echo Whiskey 45, so that'll be 045. Beep beep, 1 Poo. Lovely. Right, we turn our DRA off because the signal is in off position, and we are off to Petersfield. Into forward. We shall have a quick check down the platform just to make sure the platform's clear, and off we go. Edward Evans, excellent stream so far. Thank you very much. DJ Ryan James, guessing the low tone travels less. So good for noise pollution. I'm guessing the thinking behind that. Yeah, absolutely. It's just due to noise abatement. Yeah, the southern units have a depot whistle as well, which is for using in the depot. It is purely for that, yeah, when you're shunting and stuff. So we are good for 85. Yes, I think the only thing I've said before with the 700 and the Armstrong Powerhouse pack is you look at some of the packs like the Class 800, and I mean even on this train here, you got working TMS, destination display, GSMR. The 700, there's just no consistency in what they're releasing, and it is a big improvement on the Dovetail Games version. You know, there's no two ways about that. But for the money you're paying for it, you know, I just wonder sort of how their pricing structure works, how they can justify charging. You know, I know this is an older pack now, this one for sure, but you know, can we not sort of have some standard? Can we not have working GSMR on every train, working TMS? You know, it's almost like everything's being released to different standards, and it'd be really nice just to sort of have one standard across the board. I mean, I don't know whether, like, technically that might not be possible, but I mean, to be fair, Dovetail should just release it with working GSMR and TMS and everything to begin with. But yeah. Richard, do you know the branch line in Cornwall named after a toilet? Is that the Loo branch by any chance? Yeah, I went to Loo last year. Lovely little village. It's a village? Town, possibly. Grenfell Road, great stream so far. Got to go to work. Good night, drive safe. Thanks very much, bud. Have a good night at work. Mark's watching at work. That's my sort of job. The sort of job where you can watch streams. Yeah, Bob TV, what's your favourite station on this route? Mine is probably Portsmouth. I like the way it's built and it is unique. Yeah, I think the only station on this route, other than the ones on the Southwestern Main Line, I think the only station on this route I've actually been to is Portsmouth Harbour. So yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on that, to be honest with you. Right, we are on a downhill. We are 9 miles from Petersfield. We're good for 90. So let's jump into the Discord and see what's been posted. Someone tell me why Merstham is so busy, says Maxwell. Merstham's never that busy. Must be rush hour, Max. Must be rush hour. If you want to post in the Discord server, guys, you can do. There's a link in the description below to join the server, and we are posting in the live stream pictures page. And we are ready for round 2 as well now of Locomotive Location Livery, so get those numbers in.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Dan Diggers, I wonder if the train with the head code 1 Papa 00, 1 poo on the Loo branch. Brilliant. Riley says, when the 153s were on the Loo branch, they were nicknamed Portaloos because they were cramped and foul smelling. Richard, what is the weirdest train you've ever seen? Oh, that's a good question. I've got no idea, actually. I'll have to have a think about that one. Right, Riley, you are the third one on my screen with number 1.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Revealing box number 1. Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if someone can get the location from that. It really wouldn't. You guys are good. You guys are good. This picture is provided by British Train Spotter 313 as well. So if you are in the chat, British Train Spotter 313, thank you very much. So let's get her going up to 90. Any ideas, guys? Can we get anything from that picture? What are you thinking? Be interested to see what you're thinking. South East Rail Productions thinks it's Crew. Maxwell Wynn, Shepherd, Lewis, South East Rail Productions thinks it's Crew. Trains for Life, Jack. Hello, welcome to the stream. 156 Andrews, no idea. Sebastian Peters says it's Brighton. Bob TV, Crew. Damien, hello. Edinburgh Waverley says Nationwide. Trains for Life, Jack. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So one of the things I mentioned a little while ago, guys, is Dadrail community events. Something I'm sort of looking to do, a lot more sort of community meetups and stuff like that. Been promising for years and years and years to do stuff like that. People sort of say, when you're coming up north, when you're doing this, when you're doing that. So I did announce a couple of streams back, 13th of August this year, which I believe is a Saturday. I'm going to be at the National Railway Museum in York. So if you are in the area, or you can get to the area on that day, be great if you could come along. We've got a few people coming already, so it's going to be a good sort of group of us. If you want to find out more information about that, or you sort of just want to know what's going on, then check out the Discord server, invitation in the description below, and there is a community events section at the bottom. I'm also planning another European trip pretty soon, looking to go to Switzerland or Denmark in September, so I'm looking for people that would like to join me on that trip as well. So yeah, you'll find all the details over there. The last European trip we did, of course, was Germany, If you haven't seen the video from that, then do go and check that out after this. That was a really, really good video, looking at some of the trains in Germany and stuff. Right, where are we going? Petersfield, 2.85 miles, and that's chugging away nicely. Right, so we've got an 85 coming up, so I'm just going to let that coast for a minute. Masons, Mainline and Roadblocks, 13th of August at National Rail Museum. I believe that is a Saturday. Trains for life, Jack. When I'm older, I want to be a train driver. You go for it, Jack. When I was young, I wanted to be a train driver, and I am a train driver now. So yeah, if you want to do something badly enough, then you know, keep at it and you'll get there, definitely. MVM 03. Have you ever played Southsea 3? It's basically a German open BV and it's used for professional training. No, I haven't played it, but I was shown it by Alex, who is a German ICE train driver, who keeps a diary section over on our Discord page. So if you don't know, we have got a number of railway staff over on Discord that keep sort of diaries. We've got a Dutch driver, a German driver, a couple of English drivers and bits and bobs. So yeah, he keeps a diary over there, and he was with us on the Germany trip. But yeah, he showed me Southsea, the simulator, and it does look very, very good. 13th of August is a Wednesday. Right, I need to check my dates. Someone have a look in the Discord server and see when we're going to the National Railway Museum. I'm sure it was the 13th of August. I must have got that wrong. Nationwide, I'd like to go to France soon and see some high-speed trains. Blob, good evening, welcome to the stream. Mark Hazeldine, the reason for the inconsistency is that Richard, I think, is the only full-time worker within Armstrong Powerhouse, and he relies on the 3D modelers and the script guys for the freelance film. Ah, that's fair enough. That kind of makes a little bit of sense. I think we better get a big lump of braking if we're stopping at Petersfield. Nationwide, the 13th is a Saturday. Right, so I didn't get my dates wrong. Alexa says the 13th of... Oh, I shouldn't say that word on the stream. I'm firing everyone's off now. Alexa. Hey, Google. Coming in way too slow. We are a 10-car unit. Let's get some brakes in. So because there isn't a 10-car mark, we'll go up to the 12-car mark. Stop, 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 stop. Into neutral. Again, that's personal preference. And doors. So where are we stopping? Havant, Fratton. So we can do an announcement. I have the power. Train now standing at platform 1 is the 0857 South Western Railway service to Portsmouth Harbour, calling at Havant, Fratton, Portsmouth and Southsea and Portsmouth Harbour. This train is ready to depart. Please mind the doors. Like a true professional. Edward Evans, thanks for the epic stream. I will see you all next time. Really appreciate it. Now got to go for GCSE revision. Good luck with your revision, Edward. Thanks for joining us, bud. Really appreciate it. That is our cue to go from the conductor. Helps if we go into forward. Repeat that back. Green signal. 85 mile an hour. We are off to Havant. We are a 10-car train.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery location.
Let's have a go at that. I'm quite enjoying this route, actually. I think it's quite well done. Bob TV, no, you can't do announcements on Train Sim. It's something I've got programmed in locally on my stream controller. Right, a train spotter from Berkshire. You are in with number 9.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Box number 9. Ooh. Anyone getting anything from that, guys? I think that's a good one. I think that was a good one. Pep EMU fan, very groovy train station announcement there. Like a true professional. You'd think I'd done it before. Maybe I have. Once or twice. Once or twice. Riley, I swear some drivers reply to the guard with beeps like beep beep with next to no gap. Yes, some do. They used to say, in sort of a weird way, you could tell whether the driver was angry or happy or satisfied or you know, what sort of mood he was in by how they would ring. I mean, on 377s, 375s, it was a bell, and sort of if you pressed it gently, it would ring the bell gently, and if you pressed the button hard, it would ring the bell quite sort of aggressively. So you could, like, you know, if the conductor had been really, really slow, dinging you away from a station, you'd go like, ding, wait like 20 seconds, and then go ding. You know, if the conductor was being really quick, you could like really quick back. Right, 70 coming up. Where are we going? Havant in 9 miles. Oh, we've got a 40 coming up as well. So yeah, take the power back, let that go. We're going uphill, so that speed should run out quite nicely. Dan Digger says 158 Manchester Oxford Road. Mark Vogel 367. Riley, that is a 185. I'm going to say Blackpool North. Bob TV 350 or 360. Mark Hazeldine 360. Breaking down for that 40 there, guys. Getting more and more and more braking. It's either a 350, 360 or 185, said Bob's TV. I've got to check my notes actually, see what it is. I know what it is. I've got it on my notes. I get forgetful in my old age. East Midlands Railway 360 Wellingborough, says Mark. Good point, 156. 185 don't go to Blackpool North. Johnny Simulator Gaming 360 EMR Kettering. Right, let's get a... Oh, we're going to be overspeeding. We're losing points. Never mind, let's go. Up to 70. Maxwell Windshepherd Dedrail, do you think the Hastings line would be a good addition to Train Sim World with the map being Tunbridge to Orr? Not particularly, Max. No, I don't think that would be a particularly good addition to the game. What I think would be a good addition to the game, and I'm a little bit biased, of course, because it's my local route, and everyone wants to see their local route modelled. I think that you've got East Coastway, Brighton to Eastbourne. I think extending Eastbourne to Ashford would be a really good addition, because you could then introduce the 171 into the game, and then you've got single line working and semaphores. You've got semaphores at Hastings, then you've got single line working across the Marsh Link. You could also possibly do the Dungeness branch and get 68 in there as well, nuclear flasks, Dungeness. So yeah, I think that would be a good addition, but I don't think Orr to Tunbridge would add much to the route, really. So London Transport, how does your game look good? What do you mean, bud? Train spot from Berkshire. That is a really good question, actually. Desiro, if there is a train driver working in a possession, do they need to sign the route the possession is on or not? Okay, so if you are working the train into the possession or out of the possession, then yes, you do need to sign the route that the possession is on. However, if you are what they call site only, so you are only working within the confines of the possession, then all you need is a route brief for that, because you are all signalling is suspended, the speed limit is 5 miles an hour, and you're working under the instructions of the engineering supervisor. So all you need for that is just a briefing. So yeah, if you're site only, you don't need route knowledge of the site you're working on. Riley, no, I don't think St Denis is in train sim. There's Southampton to Bournemouth, but I think Portsmouth to Southampton, I don't think that bit's been modelled, unfortunately. So London Transport, good graphics. So I've got everything on max, and I've also got the Armstrong Powerhouse Sky Pack and Track Pack installed, which does improve the game massively, so it might be worth looking at those ones, bud. Right, let's get some brakes in, because we are rapidly heading into negative points. Oh, we're on 66 points. 66 points, look at that. Yeah, no worries, bud, no worries. So 61 of you lovely people in tonight. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. And like I say, I'm trying to hit that magic 10,000 subscriber mark. So if you know anyone that you think might enjoy my content, or you're in any groups or anything like that you're allowed to share it in, then please do share away. That would be awesome. Especially like the train driver vlogs and stuff like that. If you know anyone that might enjoy that content, then yeah, I think I need about 250 more to make the magic 10,000. So yeah, all your support is very much appreciated. Joseph Adams, hello, welcome to the stream. Riley, 66 points, ying 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 points. We're shedding it. Right, 75 up to 90. 156 Andrew, to be honest with you, I'm not on Railcam. So differential speed there, 55 over 70. So 70 will be applying to us, the 55 will be, I'd say primarily freight traffic. So that'll be trains that are running class 6, 7, class 4s, 6, 7s and 8s. Would be bound by the lower speed. Light engines are allowed to run at the higher speed. So if you're light engine, you're running at passenger speed. However, if you are light engine, you can run at passenger speed up to a maximum of 60 miles an hour if the line speed is less than 90, or up to a maximum of 75 miles an hour if the line speed is 90 or above. However, I do believe class 86s, not 86, sorry, 68s. 68s and 86 is the same thing, aren't they? I believe they've got a special dispensation and they're allowed to run 90 miles an hour light engine. Oh, I thought we were going to crash then. Right, banner repeater says off. Where are we? 2 and a bit miles from the station. Let's have another go.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery location.
See if we can get this one done, guys. See if we can work out what it is. Right, we've got a 50 coming up. Gadgeboy313, you are in with number 6. We are going with number 6.
Let's play Locomotive Livery location.
Revealing box number 6. Ooh. I've got a feeling you guys are going to get this one pretty quickly. Pretty quickly, I reckon you're going to get this. Let me know what you're thinking. Dave Copley, we need this route on Tracing World 2 or routes like it. Yeah, the route availability, especially UK route availability for Tracing World 2 is certainly not the best. Right, 35.50, got a 40 coming out, and then we are into Havant. 360 Kettering, says 156 Andrew. Plus 185, says Gadgeboy 313. Brave the train spotter, 360 from London St Pancras to Wellingborough. Come on, 40 coming up. Yeah, loads of room. Loads of room. So I believe we are now joining the West Coastway line. So the line that we're just coming onto comes from Chichester and Brighton. This is on my list of routes to sign as well, this bit. Gadgeboy, Huddersfield. We are pretty close to the end, Jonathan. Yeah, not too far away, bud. Not too far away. Right, we are 10 for the 10. Five, 6 and 8. 10 and 12 at the end of the platform. Oh, loads of brake to stop at the end there. Are we on the platform? Yeah, look at that. Bang on the mark, I'll take that. Right. Brakes are on, into neutral. Get those doors open. That one hasn't opened. It's on the platform, what are you talking about? Right, where are we stopping? Train out platform number 1 is the 911 South Western Railway service to Portsmouth Harbour. Calling out Fratton, Portsmouth Southsea and Portsmouth Harbour only. Love it. Right, into forward, we have a green signal. Let's go. I'm sure I didn't have the buzzer from the conductor. And it doesn't want to go. What's going on? Right. There we go. It's being temperamental. Johnny Simulator Gaming. I'm route building, Dad. What route are you building, bud? Right, we're 40 up to 70, so I'm going to take the power back a little bit. And let's jump over in the Discord because Max is asking. Better not be SCR, Max. Oh, look. Had to be SCR. And the underside of something. Not sure what that is there. It's the underside of a turbo or something, maybe? Maybe it's a car. Maybe it's a bus. I have no idea. Right, 5 miles to Fratton. Off we go. Look at the litter in the track there. Your own route to try and get the gripe to get, yeah, to try and get master the route building function. Yeah, I'm absolutely hopeless with the route building. I've not even tried it really. I did manage to swap the train type in the scenario editor today, but that's thanks to Northern Princess Productions for kind of pointing me in the right direction for a tutorial video. Pretty straightforward to do actually, so I'm gonna, yeah, definitely gonna do that with some of the other trains, get the AP ones in. So 40 there, the arrow to the right, so that's only if we are taking the diverging route, which I'm guessing we're not, because we would have been checked down if we were going over there. Ah, Desiro, it is the water scoop on load start at the National Railway Museum. That's that when they were using water troughs to collect water. Awesome. Right, there's a 60 coming up, so I am going to shut back the power there. Coasting is good. Coasting saves energy. We like coasting. DJ Ryan Jones. Sorry if you already answered. Mate called talking about Miami, lol. Whistle horns is low tone at boards to help with noise pollution, so it doesn't... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, at whistle boards should be low tone only between the hours of 6 a.m. and midnight. Between midnight and 6 a.m. you don't sound the horn at all. But we did say earlier it is possible that some routes may have a local instruction on them. So there may be something written in a document called the section or appendix which will issue a local instruction for certain crossings. I don't know of any of those, but it is quite possible that they do have them. But yeah, most drivers will use both tones at whistle boards. And in actual fact, the union kind of want you to use both tones at whistle boards because it helps people that are hard of hearing. But yeah, the rule book does say low tone only. Mark Hazelden, I'm extending the Portsmouth Direct line on the Windsor lines. Initially the Kingston Loop and hopefully eventually we'll get into Reading. That would be brilliant because I sign the Windsor lines. I sign via Richmond and I sign via Hounslow, the Hounslow Loop. Then down to Staines. Then I sign up to Virginia Water, Chertsey, and then out at Byfleet and Newhall. About to pass Hilsea. Yeah, I agree, Keith. Both tones are definitely best at whistle boards. Yeah, no argument from me. So as we have only got a couple of stations left to go, let's play again.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery location.
Yeah, so they can blame the driver if there's a noise complaint. Yeah, Dan, whistle boards are mandatory. You must sound your horn between the hours of 0600 and midnight. Yeah. So is that one you're talking about, Farningham Road? Is that one sort of a 24-hour one? GJ Barnard, you are not the third one on my screen. Sorry to get you excited. Paul Crease, you are the third one on my screen with number 6.
Let's play Locomotive Livery location,
which we have already had, so we're going to go to Joshua Ritchie. You are the next one with number 5. Any ideas from that, guys? Does that give you any more to go on? 2 more stations and we will be revealing what it is. Fratton coming in way too slow. Yeah, there is a depot here at Fratton, isn't there? 360 EMR at Kettering, says Daniel's Trains. MVM 03, says Kettering. So we've got an S car mark. Yeah, this is when you get the problem with the, you know, the kind of... Oh, stop before the signal, please. All stopped. Yeah, this is when you get the problem with the corridor connection in the middle because, you know, we're kind of stopped there. If I look round to the right, I can see the footbridge. But if we go into the outside view... You know, I can't see anything that's over here. All I can see is the footbridge there. So I'm missing quite a lot of the platform. So if I look out the front window, I can see sort of the last maybe 10 foot of the platform where we've actually got miles of platform left. We're actually short of the stop car mark even. Look. Crazy. Bossman Productions, on the topic of whistles and horns, how come some trains whistle before entering tunnels? Looked it up with no real answers. Bossman Productions, that used to be in the rulebook. There used to be a rulebook requirement to whistle on the entrance to tunnels, but there no longer is, unless there's a whistle board. So yeah, that's probably why. Oh, let's try this again. The Desi's not playing ball. There we go. Right, green. We are off to Portsmouth and Southsea. So 62 of you lovely people watching tonight. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be brilliant. Really helps the YouTube algorithms to recommend my videos a little bit more. Don't forget, everybody, as well, it's April Fool's Day tomorrow. Don't get yourself caught out. Actually, one of the best April Fool's joke that... oh, this is going back maybe 5 or 6 years ago. National Radio on the travel news on National Radio 25 coming up. This is quite relevant to the route we're doing today. Yeah, National Radio travel news. They were reporting no trains between Portsmouth Harbour and Ryde Pierhead due to flooding. And they were reporting it all day long on the 1st of April until someone twigged that the Solent's in the way and you have to get a ferry. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. See if you can find it. It's like, got 'em good. Got 'em good, baby. Right, 15 coming up. We're nearly in negative points, man. This is really bad. Mark, it's actually my 40th birthday tomorrow, and that's not a joke. Happy birthday for tomorrow, bud. Dan Diggers, I did the Chislehurst reversible line for the first time today. Brilliant. It's always nice when you get new track. Especially if it's unexpected. Right, 3 car, 4 car. We'll play one more of this when we stop as well, then we'll do a reveal.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery location.
Look at the litter in the track. That's really quite good. No, I don't sign any part of the East Coast Main Line at all. Quite a few of our guys at my depot signed to Peterborough, so there's possibility I'll get to do that at some point. Fern Park, Finsbury Park as well, quite possibly, but that'll be about it really. Right, we are all stopped into neutral. We are 10 on the 10. Open the doors. And I'm going for the third one on my screen, which is GJ Barnard with number 6. I've got a funny
Let's
feeling we've done
play
that.
Locomotive Livery Location.
We have done number 6, so I'm going to have to go to the next one, which is Maxwell number 9, which we have also done. Pig and Bob number 14. You are in, my friend. That is a Delner coupling. That is a Delner coupling. I think most of you have got this now, so I will do a reveal when we get to the next station. Don't forget, guys, if you do want to send me in pictures for Locomotive Location Livery, you can do through my socials, which are on the screen now. I am getting a little bit short of pictures, so yeah, do send them in to me on my socials or through Discord. Right, we have got a green. It's doing its usual trick and not going. No, I think it is going. Come on, come on. It's going backwards. Right. It's telling me we've got power, look. It's telling me it's taking amps. Take this out of service at the next station. It's broken. Oh, come on, this is not fair. Right, neutral. Forward. Go. Have we gapped it or something? There we go. Right, I've no idea what it's playing at. I really don't. Yeah, Keith, some northern pictures for Locomotive Location Livery would be excellent. I sort of trying to vary it so we are sort of representing different areas. Oh, we've just gone into negative points because I'm speeding. Yeah, I am sort of trying to vary it so we are sort of seeing different areas of the country. Bossman Productions, yeah, I don't know if it's train sim or me, to be fair. It's probably the driver. Bad workman always blames his tools. Yeah, that's what I thought, DJ Ryan. Maybe no line light. I don't know if gaps are actually simulated on here. I know they certainly are on Train Sim World, but I don't know if third rail gaps are simulated on here at all. Turn it off and turn it on again. Works every time, Mark. Trust me. That is the default instruction. Here's a little tip for you. If you're ever on a 375, 377 Electrostar or any Bombardier Electrostar 387, anything like that, if you're ever in the disabled toilet and the driver says to you they've got a problem with the train and they're going to reboot it, pull your trousers up rather quickly because as soon as the driver hits the reboot button, the door will unlock and open. So if a driver says he's going to turn it on and off or reboot it, yeah, get out of there quick. 2 yellows, platform 5, 15 coming up. It is quite nicely modelled, this route. I am suitably impressed, actually. It is quite a nice route. The train drives really well. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend this one if you haven't got it. I think it's one of the older ones now, but yeah, definitely holds its own. One yellow. So 15 at the platform ramps is pretty sort of standard, and you want to watch the TPWS overspeed loops, which should be set for 10. So you want to be doing about 8, 8.5, 9. See, I almost feel like now we've got to Portsmouth Harbour, we should load up Ship Simulator, do the hovercraft service from Southsea over to, or the Fastcat service from Southsea over to the Isle of Wight. Then we can load up Island Line on Train Sim World. DJ Ryan James, how long can a temporary speed restriction be in place for? Years. There's no limit on it at all, I don't think. Eventually what normally happens is they become permanent restrictions. Oh, that spilt everyone's coffee at the last minute. Right, we are in, so we're going to go full brake application, DRA set, into neutral, and get the doors open. We're going to put reds up on the back. Have we not got the tail light setting on there? We'll leave it like that. Maybe auto tail lights. And there we are, guys. Minus 57 points. That was actually really bad. Look, minus 57. So let's have a reveal on Locomotive Location Livery.
Locomotive Livery Location.
Yeah, I think quite a lot of people got this. British Train Spotter 313, thank you very much for sending this one in. East Midlands Railway. Class 360 at Kettering. What I will tell you is Johnny Simulator Gaming, you actually got this on the first round. So, congratulations, bud. Well done. Absolutely brilliant work. Right, scenario is complete. You scored 0. Still, never mind. Too much speeding. Look at all that speeding. Must have been my going home train. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so I'm going to press that one. So there we go, guys. Really do hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. I certainly have. It's been a good laugh as always. There will be a supporter-only stream on Sunday evening. There may be a normal stream for a Saturday evening as well, but I'll let you know on that one. I can neither confirm nor deny that at the moment, but there will be a supporter stream on Sunday evening, and I'll post details about that in the usual place. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does make a huge difference to me, guys, when you do that. And if you want to, you can check out my social media channels, which are on the screen now. Locomotive Location Livery pictures into those. Send as many as you want. That'd be absolutely awesome. Don't forget to check out my video in Germany if you haven't already, because that was a really good video. So do check that one out. Got some more buttons to press, yeah. Discord server, if you're not in there, link in the description below. It'd be really awesome to see you over in the Discord server. And all that is left for me to do is to press that button there, which starts the music, and to say good night to all of you. Thanks very much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your week.